This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Ready to get us started, Rodrigo Blankenship. And off we go from Lambeau. Fields this way up at the 17. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Zadarius Smith, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They go back to the ground with Jones, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Packers at 11-4 now on the year, and they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones, and he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
To throw is Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see, Charlie. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Kenny Clark busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively, 4 interceptions, trying to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity that went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Play action now. Cousins. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 85 catches for him on the year now. The result there is a first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. No score after one on EA Sports. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And this is caught. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. So they escape. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
26.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Open man, this is Lewis. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. Touchdown! Christian Watson, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Packers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Now Cousins. Got a man, that's Richie James. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Hey, we're good.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kenny Clark. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This one swung out here to Jones. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The kick by Crosby is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You got the 6th there, but you take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. To throw, Cousins. Just keeping the play alive. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. Well, it lands up falling incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've caused big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That one goes for 24 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First down, here's Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Eluding the pressure right. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings get a bit closer. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Over here.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
26. Inside. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Going for the deep ball.
this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Hey, 26.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 32 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Play fake, Cousins. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Throwing is Cousins. Flush to his right. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Adrian Amos with a pick. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. 5. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Open man, once again it's Thielen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the two-point try. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now a throw here to his running back, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Now Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. But probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Cousins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That has been a dependable safety valve. Games over back to him when his first read was cut off. Just unable to connect. So the play results in no gain.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins again. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Rodgers throwing here. And it's a Packers touchdown. Boom, Melton from 6 yards away. And the Packers stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Crosby with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they take a knee.